I'm an author. No, like literally, I'm an author. Yeah, you've probably already seen I have made a couple of videos. This is my book, Fateful, a dystopian fantasy set in the world of Rurisan. I think I'm basically going to promote it today because I've done a lot of promoting, I promise. So I'm going to do a complete run through of my book and everything and all the details about it. I look pale. I'm going to go put on some blush. I literally have so much blush on now. I just think my iPad lighting doesn't do me justice. Oh well. It has been a very emotional past 2 weeks for me. I don't think I have ever cried from happiness before. Like genuinely, I don't think I have ever. I've cried from happiness 3 times in the past 2 weeks. The first was just like a little bit when I got my first copy of my book. This copy, which isn't the official copy, but yeah. The other one was like really random. This girl on TikTok, I'll put her thing up here. I think she's really cool. I didn't realize she was following me. Hello. She commented on one of my videos like about my book, when's it out, and I was like, oh, it came out like 6 days ago, I think, a couple of days ago. She only went and bought it. She's so cool, and she put it on her story, and it was just like so sweet. Like, she's actually, if you guys have TikTok, you need to follow her. She was so incredibly kind. And then the third time I was giving my English teacher a copy of my book. The night before, I had like written a little note for her on like the first page, and about like my appreciation for her support like throughout the journey from like almost the beginning, you know. And like while she was reading it, I actually started crying. So yeah, it's yeah, it's been great, honestly. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to become an author, because I never thought I could do it. It was like one of those dreams where you come up with where it's like, oh yeah, in another life I did this, but like I actually became an author. Let's get into a bit more about my book if you are interested in buying it. So I'm going to read out the blurb to you. In the world of Rurisan lies 10 continents, each controlled by the commanders. The commanders are kind of a bit like royalty. Darlene Loria, the daughter of the commanders of Arcuan, has been tasked on a mission by her parents. The goal? To interact with their enemy's eldest son, Miles Elrod, for information about the war they are opposing. But soon after meeting, a hatred is formed that cannot be shifted, making the process difficult for Darlene. Yet beyond the ridicules, other relationships develop during the Elrod's stay at Arcuan. With the shift in the atmosphere and heavily rising tensions, will the truth behind the war be unravelled, or is the globe's fate already out of her grasp? That's the blurb. And there is a picture of... There's a picture of me! There's a little dedication in the beginning, obviously. For anyone who has ever felt helpless, don't let the world determine who you are. I believe in your strength. I thought that was really cute, and it kind of like relates to Darlene in a way. So this book has been such a long process for me. So I started writing this book when I was in year 8, and I'm in year 10 now. So it's been over a year and a half. I initially came up with the idea July of 2024, so the very end of year 8. I came up with the idea, but I didn't like lock in. I started locking in with my book about March 2025. So like there was a lot of time that passed where I was kind of just like not doing that much. I didn't think it would go anywhere, which I was clearly wrong about. I finished my first draft September 1st, 2025, and I remember the date because I had a goal. I was going to get my first draft done by the end of the summer holidays, and summer holidays finished September 3rd. So I remember the exact date because like I almost didn't finish it. My second draft, I don't know what happened on my second draft. I was just like so locked in. I started it on September 3rd, and so I gave myself a day's rest in between them, which is crazy. I finished it like mid-November. 2.5 months to write 423 pages while at school. I don't know how I did that. Then I decided to give myself half a month's rest Fun. Before I started editing in December, and then I set myself a goal. Right, I'm gonna have the editing done by 2026. In 2025, I finished my first draft, second draft, and editing. I finished December 31st, 11 p.m., 1 hour before the new year. But like, I still hit my goals. So my mum had to read it first because she would look through it as well, see if there was any mistakes. I would go back and check, but the majority of them were already edited because, like, you know, I edited it. I had a couple of proofreaders before that who were reading my second draft. They gave their reviews for it. I can put the reviews up on the screen if you want to have a little look. Love you guys. Thank you for reading that when it was unedited. In February, I came down one day and then my dad was like, hey, so we're going to publish on Amazon. He doesn't have an American accent. I came down one day and then my parents were publishing it. So then I spent like a week promoting it. And then my debut novel, Fateful, officially came out February 20th, 2026. Planned at 13 years old, written at 14 years old, published at 15 years old. What can I say? This has genuinely been like the best month of my life. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for everyone I've had to support. My acknowledgements would actually be like 20 pages long if I could completely express my gratitude. It feels so unreal to me. I just can't quite believe it. So obviously it came out on February 20th, but I didn't really have anyone to celebrate with, like, at the time, like, because I was in half term during then. I didn't go back to school until the 24th. I felt like my official release day was on the 26th, which sounds really weird, but that was the day I got like 10 copies of books that day because I was giving them out to people. So some details about where you can find my book. It is currently at £10 on Amazon. I'm going to put a link to that in the bio on amazon.co.uk. If you live in England, it might be able to be next day delivery, but like, you know, if you live, it is available in like other countries. I'm pretty sure it's only available in English though, so sorry about that. You can also buy it on Kindle. I'm pretty sure it's on Kindle Unlimited if you have that, but if not, it's £5 on Kindle. I know, listen, right, the bias is insane, but hear me out, okay? I feel like my book would be relatively, like, somewhat easy to read because you can reach a flow state when reading it because a lot of chapters like lead into each other. People die in it, so you can cry. You can cry. I've had people crying over it, including myself. Yeah. Ew, I've just thought of like what if in the future and I'm like still writing books and I like look back on this video and it's like, ew, why did I promote my book in that way? Why was I such a weirdo? I think that's all I have to say, actually. Just thank you if you're subscribed to me, if you follow me on any of my accounts. You've, like, you know, supported me through this writing journey because it's been insane. And yeah, I love you guys. Please buy my book. The link will be in my bio for both paperback and Kindle versions. Bye bye.